Platinum X back at it again with Mass Effect Andromeda. So, kind of took a break. The crap storytelling, writing, acting really drains the desire to even play the game. I took a break for about a week as far as I did play the multiplayer though. Got a couple of trophies while playing the multiplayer. I'm heading to that marker right there. So I mean, I didn't, stop playing entirely. Like I said, I was playing multiplayer. Multiplayer is really fun if you can find people to play with. That is. I mean, there are still people playing, but depending on the time of day is whether or not you're even going to be able to find anybody to play. And there's, well,
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
I'm just going to say it like it is. There's the people that do still play. Some of them are just dicks, and so even when they're by themselves, like they would rather play by themselves in a multiplayer game. And when you try to do a quick match in multiplayer, you'll come across it'll match you up with a game that you can't join because they've got it set for private, which is stupid. Like, why does it even show up in the matchmaking? When you select quick match, if you can't join the fucking match, that's just stupid. I mean, that's just once again shows the half-ass just.
Bright side, no children. Every cat.
Oh, it's really aggravating that this is the best Mass Effect as far as, like I said many times, the gameplay, character progression. I mean, again, they've just expanded the skill base, even probably beyond the first one, which has always been my favorite, because going into the second one, they just downgraded the skills so just bad. And then, even making ammo powers? Dude, that has always aggravated me, that they made ammo powers. So at least in this, we're getting back to the original Mass Effect with the expanded, option of skills and customization. And then, of course, you got jump jets on your armor now, so you can, or using biotics, not even the jump jets on the armor, but using biotics. You can do boosted slides, you can jump. I mean, you have so much more mobility and so much more skill base. So again, it's the best Mass Effect in that regards, but damn it, they just fucking shit all over it with this half-ass writing and fucking acting. Excuse the F-bombs, but it makes me sick that they did this. I don't think I gotta go all the way around this place. Yeah, it really does just make me absolutely sick. They did Mass Effect this way. That's why I wouldn't touch Anthem. Fuck BioWare, fuck Anthem, fuck anything else they're gonna do if they're gonna shit all over very successful products that they've already made, like Mass Effect. I mean, the Shepard trilogy is a much loved and still widely played game. People are still posting first time playthroughs of the Mass Effect trilogy. So it makes absolute zero sense to not give the resources necessary to make a good game. And they literally just shat all over Mass Effect with this game. As heartbreaking as it is, because of the advancements they've done to the gameplay and character progression. I keep saying that just about every episode, because it's so infuriating. They've done what they've done. And then back on the whole Anthem point, yeah, that project, which is what they were working on instead of working on Mass Effect, is it was down to $10 within less than a year. Talk about an absolute failure. But have they learned anything? Probably not, because we still don't have the next Mass Effect. And when we do get the next Mass Effect, not really getting my hopes up. Like, I'm just being honest.
Reloading.
Oh, I forgot I put charge on. Oh. There you go. Eat that. Yeah, I forgot I put charge on. Like I said, I kind of quit playing for a whole week. Yeah, so I was playing Mass Effect. I mean, I was playing multiplayer. And, you know, got a couple of trophies while doing that. It's easier to get some of these trophies in multiplayer, even though you can get them in either the campaign or in multiplayer. But like reviving your teammates 25 times, that's easier done in multiplayer. I can't remember the other one I just the 5. Either play an Insanity playthrough or here, I forgot about this. Here, what? Oh, wait, no. It keeps doing that, man. Aggravates me when it puts the damn sniper rifle on when I so very rarely use it. Alright, so. Watch the, oh, no. I want that kill. Where is it? Where the hell is he? Ah, Drac. Drac's the beast. Drac's the best. Drac's like the best squad mate ever. Like, even better than Garrus. I'm sorry. Drac is the man. I'm sorry. Drac is the Krogan. Drac is the Krogan. He's over 1,400 years old. I don't know that it ever actually said how old Rex is. I never really picked up on any, you know, thing being said about how old or not Rex is. But Drac here is over 1,400 years old. That's older than, well, most, if not all, Asari. I mean, Asari can live up to 1,000 years, right? Well, that dude's lived up over 1,400 years. So anyway, enough about Drac. Just kind of double checking here. Did I do the medical supplies thing? Yes, apparently I did. Okay, that was the whole point of coming out here. So there's 3 locations for that. So the other 2 are over here. So for purpose of this video, I think I'm going to make a beeline straight for that. Oh wait, another mission popped up over here. Let's forget that. I mean, there's so much to do on this planet. This is actually a fun planet. Again, it's kind of weird that as soon as I got here, I kind of was just so drained from the horrible writing and storytelling and you know, like I said, the acting is just, they're just a bunch of line readers. Like there's not really any acting going on. There's just a bunch of line readers, and there's a couple of exceptions. I'm going to point out there is a couple of exceptions. Drac, like I said, Drac is, you know, absolute the best squad mate, best commentary, best, you know, comic relief. I mean, he's funny as shit, the stuff he says. And it doesn't really matter who's in the party with you. He's gonna make it funny. And but also an absolute beast in battle. Like, he is the best squad mate ever.
Lots of space out here for the Krogan to expand. That's the hope, anyway.
Alright, so it's funny how I keep going on about Drac, and then that comment made, that was it. There was nothing else to go on that. But anyway, we are on a Krogan colony planet. Like, this planet already has a colony of Krogan established on it. And Drac is the one that actually kind of brought us here in the first... I mean, he was the one that said, hey, we need to go to Eladon. Alright, so switch back over to the shotgun. Activate. Turbocharge. Charge in. And they honestly didn't even know what hit them. Where'd he go? Oh, no you don't. Back off. That didn't kill him. Look at that. I charged from mid-air. Haha, that was awesome. I love how you can switch shoulders now.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Damn it, will you stop? Loot the damn chest, please. Alright. Fun stuff.
Heat levels increasing. Life support at 100%.
Okay, where's the truck? Here, let's check the... See how it turned blue? Unless it's the vault, when you loot, there's usually, if it's white, most of the time there's a chest that once you loot it, you know, it'll turn blue, meaning, okay, you've done what you need to do here. All right, so let's rip on BioWare some more. So, you know, we've all been waiting on the next Mass Effect for how long now? Okay, Mass Effect Andromeda released March 21st of 2017, which means we have been waiting, well, I'm not really sure how many have been waiting because of how horrible, what horrible reviews this game got because of all the bugs it was released with. I mean, in anything you looked up for this game, it was seriously just ripping and making fun of all the bugs. But that's pretty much the only thing you could find on, you know, YouTube about this game is, oh, look, there's another architect.
Here they come.
Here, who go? Oh, it's little bugs. Which actually, I'm not sure. This might be a new bug. I need to scan.
I think that's it. Good work.
No, that's not a new one. No, I found these before. Alright, let's switch back to the machine gun here. Alright. Oh, that, nope. I don't need to scan those either. Now the one I guess disappointing thing is this truck doesn't have any weaponry. So you have to get out of the truck to fight.
Damn.
Stasis pods from Arc Metallis.
Are any of them alive?
It's difficult to obtain a clear reading on all pods at once. We should investigate.
Looks like
I'm sorry, Drac. Shooting your ass in the back, aren't I?
No life forms detected, Pathfinder.
pods keep them from smelling.
Sam, we should have Mason's genetic profile in the initiative database. Let's check it against the pods.
Pods all the way out there. Here, let me get back in the truck. Screw running all the way over there. Oh, come on. Oh, that's not my truck. Where's my truck? Okay, so anyway, I was going to get back to ripping on BioWare. For actually, this is the last game released by BioWare. Let's see, Dragon Age Inquisition. Okay, so Dragon Age Inquisition was released November 18th, 2014. So a 3-year gap, well, not quite 3 years, like 2.5 years gap between Dragon Age Inquisition and... Alright, what the hell did I not do over here? I was supposed to scan something, I guess. You are in a hazard heat level 1 hazard, so... Yeah, I was supposed to scan this
Perhaps a
stuff.
distant cousin.
So a 2.5 year gap between
Reading negative.
Dragon Age Inquisition, which I do believe was a success.
Not Mason Barrow.
I mean, they
Subject is
definitely...
a child.
I wouldn't say full-blown open world, but it was, you know, a much
None of the
more...
reports about Mason Barrow have
Hopefully that means
much
he's
more
still alive.
open than the, like, seriously linear Dragon Age games previously. Like, literally, here, you walk along this path, and, you know, well, what's there is there, and then that's it. You know, you're done. But Dragon Age Inquisition definitely had... The areas were much broader, open.
Sam, check the pod's history.
According to the final log, this stasis pod was jettisoned from Ark Natanus.
So I think overall, I mean, I didn't really look at reviews. Or, I mean, I knew I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing it. But so overall, like I said, and it was just nice how, for once, you could actually choose what race you wanted to play. Versus having just a set. Well, I guess even the first one. The first one you could choose a race. The second one was the one that you were kind of like locked in with Hawk being a human, which I like. I mean, I loved Mass Effect 2. It got a lot of bad kind of review just because of the change in the play style a little bit. But again, you know, I love 2. There was so much lore and backstory behind the city of Kirkwall and what took place there. It was pretty fascinating. So I loved the Dragon Age series. And then Inquisition really, you know, again, it was a success. And then, so we had 2.5 years later before this game was released. Okay. And honestly, after Mass Effect 3, after the ending of Mass Effect 3, so after the ending of Mass Effect 3, the fan rage was so high over that ending that, like, honestly, the way they ended it pretty much gave the impression, to me anyway, that they were done with Mass Effect. Like, okay, thanks for playing. We're going to do something else now. It's been fun. It's been great. Thanks again. And again, the fan rage was so high over the ending that they released a revamp on the ending. And I honestly don't think they intended to make another Mass Effect. Which is why this, due to the fan rage being so high, was a rush project. So, Mass Effect 3 was released in 2012. This wasn't released until 2017. So that is a 5-year gap, but the thing is, they were not working on this game that whole time, okay? They did not devote the resources to it, and honestly, it probably took them a while before they actually, the board approved it, you know, like, yeah, let's go ahead and do another Mass Effect. But again, they just, I mean, I've read other, you know, stories about, you know, they just completely backburnered. Didn't even backburner it. Like, they literally took it off the oven, stove, and just let it get cold. It was kind of just, it wasn't even simmering, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just completely took it off the back burner. Which some might say, okay, well, not entirely. So maybe it was still on the back burner, simmering, but it was just, right, I think we're done here. Let's move on here. Alright, now. Hang on. I got all too many. Alright, straight north. Alright, that one. Anyway, so, I mean, basically, I think it's pretty much unanimous that this was totally half-assed. Again, in regards to the writing and the acting, it's just crap. I mean, again, like, I took a break because the horrible writing and storytelling and the acting is just, it just drains me. Where it just, you kind of like, don't really want to continue playing the game. But, I'm going to finish this playthrough. And, again, I mean, as far as, you know, that kind of stuff. I mean, it's fun to play anyway, as far as that goes. I've been trying to just blow through the dialogue. And am I in the right spot? No, it's up on the hill. You know, kind of just rush through all the, like, I don't even want to hear what they got to say. I don't care. I mean, I've already played it. I already know it's crap. I don't need to hear it again and waste my time.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
Now, apparently they have been working on Veilguard. I mean, again, they shit on this. They crapped all over Mass Effect. So again, what was that, 7 years? We've been waiting 7 years. And just, you know, have, I guess, there's confirmation circling around about, you know, what they're working on in regards to Mass Effect. The fact that they are actually working on something. And this talk about the return of Shepard, which makes no sense to me. I'm sorry. I mean, why? I don't understand why so many people are eager for the return of Shepard when the next Mass Effect, I'm sorry, I would like to just pick my race. I would like complete control over making my character. You know what I mean? I mean, there's so much opportunity. That's the architect. There's so much opportunity with the Mass Effect universe. I mean, why? Yeah, don't. I don't want to be locked into another. I mean, again, that would just be so stupid for Shepard to be in the next one. I'm sorry. I know so many people are kind of like eager and excited about that, but I don't get that. I just think it's an absolute, again, shit writing, shit storytelling, to actually do that. Like, honestly, I had a way to bridge the two galaxies so that this work isn't completely disregarded, like it, you know, like it never happened, or it just has nothing to do with the next Mass Effect. Alright, who is shooting me? I'm about to, like, totally go... Look, and you can even hover. Alright. But yeah, there's recordings of Liara Tassoni in this game. I think to Alec, the Pathfinder, the dad that sacrificed himself so you could live. When you're going through his memories and going through his recordings in his quarters, there's recordings of Liara Tassoni that knew about this project and what, you know, where they were going, what they were doing. So, to me, I've always kind of just pictured the next Mass Effect after... Oh, heat hazard, life support running low. Which, actually, hang on. Oh, I got it. So after Mass Effect 3 and after the death of Shepard, no, Shepard should not be returning. Like, it makes complete sense for Liara to be kind of the mindset to get the hell out of there and follow the what are we talking about here? The Andromeda Initiative, I believe is what it's called. And so I pictured Liara to Sony, like literally hijacking a mass relay and dragging a mass relay all the way out here for the last 600 years, which by the time she gets here, guess what? She would be an extremely powerful matriarch at that point. I mean, again, she would be she'd be almost like 800 years old, or 750 years old. I don't know if 750 is old enough to be considered a matriarch or not, but anyway. So once she drags a Mass Effect relay out here, that would then connect Andromeda to the rest of the known galaxy. And I'm going to start chucking grenades. Oh wow, I jumped in the air and did a melee attack from the air. Oh, not what I meant. Nope. No, I don't guess I did a melee attack from the air because that's what would have happened if I did that. God damn it, I'm like stuck. Oh, screw it. Hey, you! Quit running away! Annoying little bastard. So yeah, well, you know, that means like the next Mass Effect, the Angaran race would be usable. The Remnant would be accessible from, you know, this galaxy. So anyway, it would link the two galaxies so that nothing is wasted. Did I do the medical supply thing? Yep, apparently I did. Or is that it over there? Nope, that's it over there. Didn't quite make it to the medical supply thing. And what I picture with the next Mass Effect, or what I would like, my preference would be for it to be based on the Citadel. Actually call it Mass Effect the Citadel. And I mean, there could be so much game content just on the Citadel alone without even going anywhere. But not only would there be plenty of content on the Citadel, but also like off-world, you know, going after pirates and you know, crime lords, stuff like that. I mean, there's just such an unlimited resource of opportunity right there. So that gets more into an open world type game, which I would love for an open world Mass Effect, where I could, you know, where you don't really have, because there's no level limits in this game from what I understand. I'm in level 55 right now. And crafting wise, in order to rank up your weapons, in multiplayer it's about buying boxes, which is horrible. It's just so stupid and such microtransaction bullshit. I mean, ranking of the weapon should really be based on like how much you use it. Like either because they've already built the system in this game to track every single type of weapon you use. Not type, every single specific weapon that you use. And how much damage you do with it, how many kills you get with it. That's what should rank the weapon up. not buying damn boxes, or in this game it's about research. You have to research the higher how do I get up there? I think I gotta go upstairs. There it is. You have to research the higher rank and then develop it, you know, using your resources, actually, you know, craft it.
Are within acceptable limits. Life support is stable.
But in order to research it, like once you get past rank 5 into rank 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, it goes by level and by tens. So you have to be level 50, I think, to do rank 6, 60 for 7, 70 for 8. No. So it's level 50 for rank 7, 60 for 8, 70 for 9, 80 for 10. So level 80 is required to research and craft rank 10 weapons and armor. So as far as armors, all right, I completed it. So as far as armor is concerned, it could be about research, because it'd be kind of hard to rank that up through actual use. That could be through research and development. But the weapons should be based on use. And then I figure, okay, so you create that open world environment for Mass Effect as the base game, with an unlimited number of possibilities available to do, and not just an open world, but in a multiplayer aspect as well. Like, alright, where we gotta go? Alright, I pretty much need to make a beeline. What I'm gonna do is well, first I'm gonna get that right there. My favorite of all time MMO, and no, it's not WoW. WoW is definitely at the bottom of the list of MMOs that I've played. But my favorite one was DDO, Dungeons & Dragons Online, because it was like everything was instanced to you and your party. So it was just you and your party that would enter a dungeon. Anybody else that went into that same dungeon would be in their own separate instance.
Mining zones in this region
And so, you know, it's about co-op. Multiplayer was about co-op. And that's how multiplayer should be. And then, of course, if you think about the arena, the Armax arena in Mass Effect 3 during the Citadel DLC, where you go to the apartment, and, that Armax arenas could, you know, easily be for PvP type battles. But again, most of the missions would be kind of instanced to where you and your squad, you know, goes into a mission, you're instanced into it, so no one else can interfere. Even though the Citadel itself would be thousands of people running around at the same time. But then again, when you enter a mission, though, it's just you and your group. Oh, what I meant to do, because I got so far to go to get that other medical supplies, is go ahead and just jump on down here. So that would be just the base game concept of what I would like to see in a Mass Effect game. You know, an open world, multiplayer, you know, just, again, unlimited possibility of content. Or like an unlimited number of things to do. Like, you're not ever going to run out of content. There's always missions to run. And then the PvP aspect of it too, not just that arena, but also there could be an option when you and your squad take on a mission and enter that instance. There could be just a little box that you either check mark, you either don't touch it, or check mark it to activate PvP, which would then allow another group to either like join forces with you to co-op the mission, So you'd have 2 squads going for the same goal, where both could be rewarded, or, you know, in regards to like an extraction. You know, you got to go in, get somebody, get them out. It could be, you know, kind of another squad trying to get there before you do. And it could be in the case of like an extraction type mission, you know, activating that PvP selector could also mean that the other group would be going in to take out the one. Like one side would be an assassination, where the other side is an extraction. So really great opportunity as far as multiplayer is concerned. But then as far as the single player story lovers, which, hey, Mass Effect's one of my favorite games of all time, or at least, you know, yeah. Anyway. So, I mean, I'm all about the single player. I mean, Skyrim. I mean, there's so much. Damn, dude. I better swing around and get that right there. I mean, there's, you know, still so much love for single player story-based games. And I mean, I'm definitely one of those people, along with many others. So that's where DLC comes in to progress like a story, you know, progress like a storyline campaign. So over the course of, and it doesn't even have to be paid, like, what you would do is when you buy the game, you would then, of course, buy like the season pass, and the season pass would unlock all of the storyline single-player content. So periodically, whether it be every 3 months, 6 months, whatever, you know, another part of the story would then progress and be playable in a single player, more of a linear type game experience. But it would still be the character that you're using, not a pre-designed protagonist, I think is what the word you use for something like that. That's just my vision of the next Mass Effect, or Mass Effect going forward. I mean, that's what I would like to see. That way you can always work on character progression. Well, that's just a generator. You can always work on character progression even outside the story. Or you could even make multiple characters, one for the story and one for multiplayer, you know what I mean? I mean, there's just so much opportunity for this franchise. And it's just so, not just heartbreaking that they just don't devote the resources necessary to make it just a great ongoing franchise. But it's really stupid. I mean, in the concept of money making, I mean, you're a business. You're a game developer with the goal of making money. I mean, it's just such a way underdeveloped resource. And the whole multiplayer in this one, you know, their microtransaction is in multiplayer, selling boxes to unlock new weapons and rank up new weapons and playable classes. I mean, that's just so pathetic. I'm sorry. That's just so, you really haven't thought this out very well, have you? I mean, people spend more money because so many people are turned off and just won't even play a pay-to-win type game, which is what the multiplayer is in this. I mean, you can either spend in-game money that you earn by completing missions to buy those boxes, like I do. I don't spend real money to buy those boxes. Are you crazy? Or you can spend real money for, you know, buying those boxes. And I mean, it's just so, like, pathetic, an attempt to make money. Because again, and there's just so many people that are turned off by that. They won't even play that. But in my experience, from all the games that I've played, and as far as these microtransactions, people spend more money on cosmetics, meaning skins, appearances, housing. I mean, shit. Elder Scrolls Online, the end game of that is housing. People spend real money in the stores to buy furnishings for their house and spend, I mean, I've seen just some amazing work on, you know, what some people do as far as, you know, building their housing or you know, outfitting or decorating. Or
is volatile. Shooting it will trigger a reaction.
boy, they grouped up perfectly for those grenades, didn't they?
Acceptable
I
parameters.
think I was supposed to shoot that.
Pathfinder, a tracking signal was attached to that canister.
Why?
Unknown. The signal
Games
is
like
defunct. There may be more at other scavengers sites.
what's the Smite? Okay, Smite
Life support
is. I mean, you can spend. When I played Smite, I spent $30 to unlock all of the playable characters. I hate to use the word gods, but anyway, I mean, you know, basically to unlock all the gods.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
All right. I think I've looted enough chests here. We're pretty much done here. Was that the medical thing? I think that was the medical thing. Oh, did I never? I never did go get that. Damn it. I think I finished all the medical supplies. All right. So anyway, so what I meant to do. Did that medical supplies thing hit the completion or what? Really drives me nuts that when a quest is completed, it'll show up in the journal with an exclamation point on it, like, you know, hey, you haven't looked at this yet? It's completed. What do you mean I haven't looked at it yet? Like, after the medical supplies, did I really not need to go talk this? Maybe this was it? No. I really don't need to talk to somebody or something. Alright, whatever. Okay, so getting back to, like I said, Smite is a free-to-play game. You don't have to. You do not have to spend a dime to play that game. But you can. But that doesn't mean that all of the gods are playable. They'll do like. There'll be, you know, a couple that are temporarily usable for like a whole week, and then, you know, they'll rotate, you know, so you can try them out. But again, what I did is I went ahead and spent $30 to unlock them all. That way I could play, you know, whoever I wanted. But then other than that, they make money by selling skins. So each god has like multiple like outfits, skins that are available. You know, as far as, and it makes absolute zero difference in the gameplay. It is 100% strictly appearance. And people definitely spend money on skins. That's how they make money. And that's basically it. Like, that's...
It's better.
I advise against prolonged sun
you think about GTA 5. GTA 5 really didn't have microtransactions. They sold in-game money, just like Elder Scrolls Online. They sell in-game money. So you go to the store in the game, or in the case of GTA 5, you know, you would be able to use that money to buy apartments, buy vehicles.
I detect above normal temperatures.
This heat is unbearable.
I detect a considerable temperature drop in shaded areas.
So I really don't know anything like success-wise that, you know, Rockstar had with, you know, GTA 5 and that selling the in-game money. I never would like spend money on that. Like I earn my money in the game, playing the game, and then buy what I can buy with that. I don't spend money on that's, but that's just me. It doesn't mean there's plenty of other people that wouldn't spend real money, you know, so they could buy, you know, better apartments and better vehicles.
Temperature
And
levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
that is what I'm looking for. But one thing to note about GTA 5, I mean, it had to have been successful
I don't think we'll last
because
much
that
longer than
game.
this.
Oh, it's inside. Oh, I can't get in there yet. This doesn't unlock till later on in the whole investigating everything else around
We need to get
the
out of this
planet.
heat zone.
Yeah, GTA 5, unlike I mentioned earlier how Anthem, the project they were working on instead of Mass Effect, was down to $10 in less than a year. GTA 5 maintained its full market value of $60 for over 5 years. And I'm sure there might have been sales during that time where you could get it for less. But when not on sale, it maintained its full market value of $60 for over 5 years. That is like unprecedented. Like that's no other game has maintained its value for that
Guess
long.
Kalinda's outfit abandoned it.
I mean, I could be
Might as
wrong,
well search it.
and you're certainly welcome to let me know what other game
Environment check.
has, you know, maintained its
broken
full market
observer
value
looks
like
like
that for
fun.
as long as it has.
Let's
But
make sure.
yeah, I think
Phoebe,
that holds a
come to my
record.
location, please.
Yep, he's got.
Guess.
Hey, I don't want any trouble.
So
I found the site abandoned.
when it comes
By scavenger
to
law, it's all mine.
revenue on these games, as far as an ongoing game that lasts for years, that people play for years, yeah, I think it's pretty clear where the money is. It's in skins, in personal belongings as far as vehicles, apartments, housing, and just the thing is in GTA
Yeah,
5,
right. You made
you
that
couldn't
up.
even outfit, you couldn't even
scavenger
decorate
law?
your apartment, not like in
Scavengers get to make
Elder
up the
Scrolls
laws?
Online. Elder Scrolls Online,
then
you
you
have
could just make
full
up new
control
ones.
over how to
Well, I'm a
decorate your
businessman,
apartment
you see,
or
so I'm
your
willing to
housing.
sell if you see anything you like.
Whether you craft it yourself with materials that you've gathered, purchase it through the store, or earn it through like quests and rewards.
But they screwed up.
Right. This
So I
guy's
think in regards to a game
I'll get her to the Tempest. And
having
put her together.
a continuous source of revenue, their idea of box buying is on the bottom of the, oh, you're a
Pleasure doing
dumbass.
business with you.
Yeah, that's why you're not making all that much money. I mean, you're making some money, sure, but how does it compare to some of the highest grossing games like GTA 5? You know what I mean? Well, let's do the math here. Smite. I haven't really looked up Smite to see where it stands on the whole, you know, grossing in, you know, revenue type. But I know I've researched it as far as like the highest grossing games ever. And I don't know exactly where GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 fall on there exactly. They're not anywhere near the top, to be honest. But they are, I mean, I shouldn't say anywhere near the top, but they are definitely high up on the list. above any other, games of that sort that you might be playing. But when it comes to highest grossing games of all time, we're talking about like old classics. Like I think Tetris might still be like number one. And mobile games. And I think mobile games, just as a whole, as a broad category, not one specific game, but mobile games are far out earning PC and console games, like literally massively dwarfing PC and console games as far as how much money mobile games are making. But again, I think the mobile games category is just a broad blanket category, not really any specific one game. So again, these executives really are not that intelligent. I mean, the fact that people are still playing the multiplayer on this game after 7 years kind of shows how like successful the multiplayer version of this game is. But how does that, like, as far as their, like, how much money have they made selling those boxes in multiplayer? I mean, are they still making money selling those boxes? Very little, I'm sure, if any, at all. Here, let's take care of this dude real quick. Where'd you go? Stand still. All right. Love my piranha. And again, like I said, they've already, when you go into multiplayer, you can go to the challenges tab and pull up challenges of all different types. Enemies, weapons, like literally under weapons, every single weapon is listed. And it's either listed by how much damage you do with it or how many kills you get with it. So it, like, the system is already designed. They already have the system designed to track that information. And again, that is what should rank up weapons, not buying freaking boxes. I mean, it's just stupid. Now the research thing is not, I mean, that's kind of legit to, as far as, like I said, the armor goes. But as far as ranking up, I mean, you got to think of rank as it's more of a personalized, it's not the weapon itself. Okay? There's not 10 different versions of a single rifle that gets better with each, like, it just doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. A rifle is a rifle. And yes, it could be a shitty rifle, it could be a shittily made, it could be a crap made rifle. And then there could be other rifles that are, much better made and manufactured. I mean, that's absolutely true. But for the same rifle to have 10 different ranks of efficiency on how well it's manufactured, like, get the fuck out of here, man. That's just stupid. So again, the rank of a weapon should be personalized. It should be based on experience of use with that weapon. Now, all this talk about the next Mass Effect and what I would do with the next Mass Effect is like it's just me yammering away here. I'm not really getting my hopes up over the next Mass Effect. Because, well, they're not exactly knocking on my door asking my opinion. and really giving two shits about what I would do with the next Mass Effect. So just based on how things have been going in the game industry and with this company specifically, I'm really not getting my hopes up. And it's most likely going to be another, like I might not even, like honestly I might not even, like with the next Dragon Age Veilguard. Like when I looked, I was considering playing it, streaming it, and playing it, you know, from launch and starting to live stream when it comes out next month. I think it's set for the end of October. I was considering that, but when I looked up the price of it, $90? You've lost your fucking mind. If you think I'm going to pay $90 for a game that we're all kind of wondering, how much of a disappointment is this going to be? And you think for 1 second I'm going to pay $90 for it? No, absolutely not. You've lost your fucking mind if you think I'm going to spend a 50% more on video games to fit the whole inflation narrative over the past several years in this country. Everything's up at least 50% or more. So when they talk about inflation rates, I'm sorry, inflation rates are across the board 50% or higher from what they used to be. Okay, games were $60 for I don't even know how many years. Over probably 15 years. Games have been $60 for a brand new game. And now you're suddenly going to go up to $90. That's a 50% increase to fit this whole inflation. Okay, go fuck yourself along with all of your go fuck yourself compatriots. How about that? We'll just put it that way, okay? Fuck off with the $90. Okay, I mean, sure, I've spent $90 on a new release when it came with bonus content. You know? Like a deluxe version. Sure, I've spent $90 on deluxe releases. That's, you know, because I'm getting extra. But as far as, but from what, I mean, I could be wrong, and hopefully I'm wrong. But if just the base game alone is releasing at $90, and considering what I said earlier about like Anthem being $10 in less than a year, yeah, I don't think I'm going to touch it until it's no more than $20. I'm going to wait until it's $20 before I even think about playing the damn thing. Because I'm really not expecting a whole lot. Oh, no. Oh, I kind of jumped into a hornet's nest here. Have him pull out the piranha. All right. Boy, that got a little.
Nice work.
Nice work. That's right. Good job. All right, well, that's it for this episode. So I'm glad I ended it with the whole go fuck yourself on $90 for Dragon Age Veilguard. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's just not. So hopefully I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll get it and I'll play it, even though I'm still kind of, what's this going to be like? Because again, just for the last, I don't even know how many years, it's been looking a little dreadful. That's why Baldur's Gate 3 was such a relief and breath of fresh air to have such a great game that's been out for a year now. I've done so many playthroughs and already spent well over 1,000 hours, probably like 1,500 hours playing that game. It is a truly wonderful game. So hopefully we can get more like it. But again, is Veilguard going to be anywhere in that near vicinity? Doubtful.